If you allow a compromise, people tell you, oh, you have to compromise. I'm like, nah. That's for losers. But that's for people that are not living their dreams, that are not serving their purpose. Because when you think about it, right, I always speak from personal experience, and I know someone out there can relate. That's the only way that I get these inspirations to record. I don't know why lately I feel the need to explain a lot ever since I decided to open this YouTube channel, or the moment that shift in my mind happened, that these recordings that are not books are meant to be shared. What else are you gonna do with them? Duh, right? Once that realization clicked in a couple months ago, it's like I get nervous or something. And anyways, everything thinks it's just like Aaron Lyons said, right? It's all about making it a norm. That's what I'm understanding. Because to be self-aware means to be what? Selective on what you are normalizing on a daily basis. How many emotions? What type of emotions am I normalizing throughout my day? Right? But if you allow one compromise, you're gonna allow a second one, and a third one, and a fourth one, and a fifth one. The next thing you know, you're gonna find yourself living for someone else or giving more than you're receiving. Long story short, leading a unbalanced life, right? Draining energy. Right? Help yourself first. In case of an emergency landing, please put on your masks first before you assist another. When I was a flight attendant, I remember giving that announcement, right? It's like I always wonder. I never wanted to go through that experience, but I wonder if a mother really, really, really would be able to do that, right? But that's how important it is. Like, we come alone, we die alone. So it's like the sooner we understand that, the sooner we become our authentic self, right? It's not all about reproducing or reproduction, like this addiction to unconditional love. That's the reason why people reproduce, nothing else. They just want babies because babies are adorable, right? But like, they don't think of the long term. Anyways, I don't even want to get into that subject, but yeah, compromising. When you are living your truth, you're not going to align with everyone, right? So that means then you have to focus, because as long as you know that you're creating something, right? That's what I'm telling myself, right? Throughout the day, like, there are certain emotions that I would catch myself feeling, and it's not even mine, right? But even if it's mine, when I'm by myself, I notice it. When I'm by myself, it's easier. I just like, that's what okay, so you're thirsty for guilt emotion. You're feeling for that emotion. I started talking to myself like that. Sorry, we don't do that anymore, right? we don't have that. Is that what she said? That little girl that went viral playing restaurant. It was so adorable. And what is it? He ordered something. She's like, we don't have that here. That's literally like how I'm starting to treat myself, because you have to start to talk to yourself like the same way you would talk to a person, and listening to these emotions just when they're like coming up on the surface. It's all about like clipping. It's just like as if you're like I don't know, fishing, right? It's like when there's like some, I don't know, heavy ball or something with vibrations dropped in the river on the left side, and the fishes will come out to the surface on the right side, and you're just like plucking, you're just like picking one up. I don't know why I'm giving that kind of analogy. I don't know, that's the example that I'm looking at right now, because emotions are like that. They don't have titles, right? You have to be aware enough to catch them, right? They don't have subtitles, they don't have no titles for you to look under. Ooh, you sound suspicious, what are you? And you look under. Nope. Right? They're suppressed. They're something, they're in your subconscious. So you have to be self-aware to be able to go underneath and see what's going on. So the way to do that is like every time I'm reacting now, I'm catching myself. Every time I'm judging, I'm catching myself. And every time I'm judging, right, it's like as Wayne Dyer talks about, you put yourself in a position to be judged, right? And I'm also reading The Seed of the Soul, rereading, let's say, right? And everything has a soul contract. So I stopped, right, giving emotion or giving emotional reaction towards anything before I filter it. So it's like only my imagination, only what I want to experience is what I'm going to give my attention to, right? Where attention goes, energy goes, and energy must cultivate, right? Bring to life. So then I have to focus when I'm around others and how I feel when I'm around others, right? By reminding myself, hey, no, you have to first feel good. So get away from this person. It's not about whenever you compromise, right? You know what? They're just like this. I know better. That's why. Nah, fuck that. I know everyone has a timing, but, right? As Michelle Obama explained it best, go watch her interview. It was such a the best timing for me to watch that interview. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I tell you, like the timing was perfect. February of 2024, right after celebrating New Year's, right? I had to go back to my hometown, Columbus, Ohio, and you know how we all, go, like when we go through this spiritual experience, awakening journey, you go through healing process and all that. They say that to examine yourself, you really want to, give yourself a hard time, go back to your family where that, energetic interruption happened. Like I feel like interrupted energetically. There was an energy interruption that happened when I moved to Las Vegas. That's how I feel. Like, no familiar. I didn't have any familiar, like Wednesday does. Like Wednesday Adams. What was the name? Finn, right? I need Finn. I want Finn in my life. Swear to God. Because here's what it's like, as long as I know that I'm making a difference, I'm starting to see people like, okay, you know what? You're just working at a regular job. So, let me take advantage of you. Like, not even let me take advantage of you. I'm sorry. I mean, my tribe knows what I'm talking about, right? Reverend Ike talks about people, people want to help you. People want to give you money. I mean, the way he says it is so funny. Yeah, he's like, that's how the universe assists you. But yeah, like I'm starting to look at people and it's like, you know what are you doing? I know you're not serving your purpose. Not coming from a judgmental point of view, but to delete guilt, because I'm finding myself to, compromising. And it's like at times I wake up once the emotion is like so, like it doesn't have to get to a lethal stage. Sion, like I catch myself, it's like, get the fuck out of here. I've been sitting out here like just taking all this smoke out until I can't cough anymore, right? And this is because of energy compromise. No, just because you know more, it doesn't mean you have to compromise to help others. No, you know more, so that means take advantage of what's around you, those around you, whether it's in a lesson form or whether it's an assisting form. Take advantage of it, because at the end of the day, they're just going to work, they're miserable, they don't like what they're doing, so it's impossible for them to fucking contribute positive energy. They're on that animal state. Animals actually vibrate high, right? So you're doing more. It's one positive energy against million negative energy, right? That beats. It's one Beyonce and 80,000 crowd that she moves. That's how powerful positive energy is when you are aligned, when you are serving. So as long as you know that you are serving, I don't know, this might be needed for someone out there. That's why it's here, right? When we're on this journey, it's things needs to be removed. That stinks place people. You know you're true to yourself. You know you are doing God's work. Because our number one job is to emanate positive energy, is to vibrate positive energy, right? The universe spare me no ill, so I shall bear no ill to the universe, right? And my inner reality creates my outer reality. That was Mrs. Oh my God, I can never remember her real name. I only know her because I know her so long by Bill Cosby. But the beautiful Mrs. Huxtable shared on one of her interviews of the most powerful message that her mother instilled in her and siblings, right? She said she can go and live in any planet, she can exist in any time and anywhere, and she'll be fine because she knows the secret, the key to life. And it is true. Our number one job is positive vibration. Because look at every creation, right? And we are the last to be created. And we are what? Special enough to be created through his own image. Whether that is true or not, right? Whether you believe in the Bible or not. Because I'm like that, right? It doesn't even matter. It's not even about what is written, right? If you don't believe. It's about witnessing. It's about listening your own inner guidance and witnessing the magical unfoldment of the universe. I don't know if that's even a word. Because all you have to do is just mimic nature. Just pay attention to everything you see. And then you start to see it's like whatever creates us, whatever created the universe, 99.999 it's like 100% he created all beautiful and good things. Yeah, there are deadly animals, just fucking stay away. You're smart, he made you smart enough to stay away, right? But when a man chooses to live, through muscle memory or like on that lower frequency, it becomes just like animals, right? Everything you can find in a horse, you can find in a man, as Andrew Carnegie said. But what differentiate a man is his ability to think. And if you can't think for yourself, then you're just an animal, right? You're being slaughtered by the minute. You're just existing. To live doesn't mean you're alive, right? Shout out to Nicki Minaj. The rapper of Pink Friday is like my fuel, I tell you. Days that I listen to that album, I don't even skip. It's like I have to finish the whole album. It's like something activates in me every time. So I do listen to it all the time. It's like, your favorite jewelry that you wear like at a very rare occasion. That's how I feel with music. Like I save it because I know to what galaxy that it transfer me. Like how I'm still like waiting to hear the whole album non-stop, like Rofnan's newest album, right? Because I don't want to listen to it when the hype is out here. I know what it has activated, and I want to go back to that activation energy every time I listen to that album. That's how I lock energies. That's how you reserve expensive energies. Because man equals to emotions. Good energy means good energy. Good emotions. And that is what determines the quality of life. Right? Yeah, so I don't know if this video was actually inspired by the word compromise, but I feel like I'm going all over about. Yeah. We're fun like that, right? We don't know how to stay on the same subject. That's how I am. I'm like a kid. I'm like a baby. No ADD, HDD, whatever DD. Nothing is wrong with me. Everything is right with me. I'm just very much alive. So I get easily bored if you're not interesting. And the reason for this voice, the birth of this voice, shit, I had to start talking to myself, because throughout my whole life, now I'm in my 30s, I realized I am the most interesting human being that I've ever met. So I better be best friend with myself. So yeah. I don't even know what to title this. But 15 minutes. I love you, Pine Valley. Thank you. You always bless me with beautiful message. I hope people can feel this energy just as I feel it right now. I swear I was an archaeologist in my previous life. Like, I don't know why I'm so connected with rocks. I don't know if it's trees or rocks that I love more. No, it's trees. No, rocks. Trees. If you know that you are serving your purpose, there's gonna have to be a shift on perspective, on compromise, and this is gonna be dealing with people that are close to you, so it's gonna make it difficult, but it's a lesson. No need to reiterate. Yeah, just helping you to catch these emotions as soon as they come to the surface, because most of the time, if you're an empath, if you are on this serving your purpose journey, you're going to be open for all sorts of energy. Your light is going to be attracting all sorts of thirsty, not always mind likes, right? And that's part of the journey, because you need to be, not tested, but like it's exercise. Like, I can't always be around comfortable people that I'm comfortable with, because people that makes me uncomfortable obviously need my help, something, because usually what makes me uncomfortable is people that can't be themselves, and that's a big disease, right? So I'm in their life to show them, whether it's through words or energetically. Mostly I believe you can only teach a man through energy. So yeah, I'm learning to differentiate though, right? To detach when dealing with people, and don't compromise. When you know that you are on the right path, don't compromise, because the universe likes speed. You gotta go. You're on the move. You're the one who's doing the important job. You're the one who's doing the important work, not the one who's paying the bill in the 3D world. Yes, it's helping you, but we have to focus on what's important for the world at large. Right? I guess I am learning how to be in a receptive mode. Seriously, how to receive without guilt, how to receive assistance from others without any guilt associations. So you want to give it to me? All right, thanks. You want to help me? All right, thanks.